Hello viewers, welcome to my channel on Learning English. I am Ranjana ma'am and you are watching my oh no, it's your channel. And this time I have come with vocabulary because you are as rich in English as your vocabulary. Because if your vocabulary is rich in English, you are powerful in English. So in order to be powerful in English, you need to build up a strong vocabulary. They will be helpful in writing your answers. They will be helpful in writing your essays well, in your letters. So we need to build up a strong vocabulary. I have come up with 15 words which are quite easy, but at the same time they make your language sound rich. They are easy to remember, but they will make your language powerful. There are many, but I can't write all of them here in one lesson. So in my part 1, lesson number 1 on vocabulary, I have brought you 15 words. I'll bring some more in the subsequent ones to follow, the later ones which will be following. I'll bring 2 or 3 parts of vocabulary videos bring out. So rest assured, these 15 are not enough, but to start with they are good. So the first one we come to it is amnesty. You must have heard this word, but you might not have a clear opinion of what amnesty is. Amnesty is a pardon given to prisoners by the government. This reminds me that there is a famous organization, worldwide organization, Amnesty International. It's a human rights association organization. They try to do justice to underprivileged people all over the world, but the name is Amnesty International. They've also got a Nobel Prize for their work. Okay, let's leave that. And now, so what is amnesty? It is a pardon given to prisoners by the government. The second one is amphibious. Amphibious means something, a creature which can live both on land and in water. Frog, it can live in the land. Snake, there are many snakes which are amphibious. They can live on land as well as in water. The third one is avaricious. Avaricious. This is an adjective. Avaricious person. What does it mean? Greedy. Avarice is greed, and avaricious means a greedy person. Amnesty, amphibious, avaricious. Next one is ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. So what does this mean? A person who can use both his hands. Like what do? We most often we use our right hand to write, to play, whether you play cricket, badminton, whatever. Our right hand comes first. Some people are lefties, they do it with their left hand, but there are very few people who can use both their hands, skilled in using both the hands. So they are called ambidextrous. This is also an adjective. You can use it for a person, ambidextrous. Next is brittle. Brittle, which can be easily broken. It might be hard, but it can be easily broken. Like glass is brittle. It's a hard substance. It's not fragile or delicate, but it can be easily broken. So brittle. Next is convalescent. Convalescent is recovering from an illness. He is convalescing. Recovery from an illness is convalescent. So ambidextrous, person skillful in using both the hands. Brittle, easily broken, which can be easily broken though it may be hard. I said glass is brittle. And sixth one is convalescent, recovery from an illness. Next is your edible. This one though you all must have heard. Edible, which is fit to be eaten. We can also say eatable, but edible sounds better, isn't it? Fastidious. Fastidious person. a person who is difficult to please. He is fastidious in his manners, difficult to please. And fatalist. Fatalist, who is a fatalist? Fatalist and fatal, don't try to confuse the two. Fatalist is a person who believes in fate. Fate, who believes in fate. And next comes your fatal. Fatal means which results in death. He received a fatal injury. The accident proved fatal. That means it ended in death. Gregariousness. Gregariousness. Have you heard it before? No? Gregariousness means a person who is fond of company. He likes to live among people. Gregariousness. Impregnable, which is very difficult to be conquered. You cannot conquer it. Very secure. It cannot be conquered. Inexorable. Those of you who have read Merchant of Venice should be familiar with this word. Inexorable. Oh, be thou damned inexorable dog. Who said this? Graciano. So ICSE students should remember this word, inexorable, who cannot be moved, unrelentless, a person who cannot be moved by request or pity. Who was that inexorable person? Shylock. They requested him so much, but he could not be moved. So, who is not moved by requests? So, inexorable. Insatiable. A person who cannot be satisfied, something, insatiable, greed, which cannot be satisfied, insatiable. And invincible. Invincible, a person who cannot be conquered, a very powerful person, very strong person, he cannot be conquered, that is invincible. So you have enriched your vocabulary with 15 words. How many words you are aware, or you were aware before I enlightened you on these words? How many? I think you may be knowing brittle, amnesty, edible, of course, fatal, inexorable you should be. Anyway, but still I have, if not, I have added 15 words to your vocabulary and enriched you. So how will you proceed now? You will try to use them in some way or the other, in your letters, in your essays, in your answers. Of course you can't just put them in, but sometimes instead of pardon you can use amnesty, but use it properly, because amnesty is the pardon given to prisoners by the government. But you can always use avaricious, you can use brittle, convalescent, fastidious, edible, fatal, gregarious, impregnable, all of them you can use them. So go for them, try to remember them, try to remember the meanings. And in my next video I'll come up with some more words. There I will deal with the words which homophones, like we say, vocabulary along with homophones, where the words sound the same but they spell different and mean different. So this is for today, and have a good time, and let me bid you goodbye. And do remember to subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed up till now. And if you have any doubts, if you have anything you want to ask me, my comment box is there, and you are free to put your comments in the comment section. Goodbye then, and have a good time.